Hey guys, good morning. So it's about 1 o'clock Saturday. So today I'm going to start something new. I'm going to take a video and I'm going to teach everybody how to make Mulagu Koyambu. It is basically a South Indian specialty, and in English it might be called as pepper Sambhar. So it's a very special type of sambar, and something that I really love. And my mom used to make it really well. So I have the recipe from my mom. So I'm going to make that. I'm going to take a video and see how this comes. Okay, stick with me. So to start with, the first ingredient that you need to have ready is the first one is black pepper. So have about 2 teaspoons, or maybe actually 1 teaspoon of black pepper, about 1 teaspoon of jeera, and about 2 teaspoons of urad dal. Okay, I think urad dal is called what? Split black lentils or something. So urad dal 2 teaspoons, and 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of jeera. So that's the first starting point. Okay, step 2, take a small tawa like this and keep the gas, like slightly above sim. Don't, keep it very high. And then the first step is take about 3 teaspoons of ghee, which is what I'm taking. I'm putting it here and let it melt. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 3 teaspoons of ghee, and let it melt. And we are going to roast the items that I had said before, and you're going to roast it here. So waiting for it to melt off a little bit. Some people do it on a normal regular oil also, but ghee gives a lot better taste. Okay, do that and then bring the plate, and let's just start with the pepper. Start with the pepper, and then you can put that, and then the dal. So what I did is, first I only put the pepper and the jeera, let it first roast a little bit before we put the urad dal. The reason is urad dal would get fried really quickly, so we don't want it to become black in color, right? So wait for this to get a little bit fried, and then once this is done, then you can take the urad dal and put it in. So it's getting fried, and then I'm taking the urad dal and I'm just literally putting it in. So you keep frying this till the urad dal becomes a little orange in color. So you can see that, you will see that once it gets heated up, it becomes a little orange in color, so you don't have to burn it. So a little bit orange in color, already you'll get nice smell coming out of it because of the pepper and the jeera. But keep doing it, keep mixing it, keep the heat in sim, and just keep going. So I did that for about 2 minutes, and I transferred it from the tawa to this fried mixture. You can see the urad dal is like a little orange in color right now. That is good enough, and you are done. And I've just kept it on the side, and this is end of step 1. Okay, now step 2 is you need to buy these 2 packets of curry leaves. In Tamil it is called karuvepila, but you get it in Indian store. Curry leaves. So basically you take the curry leaves and you have to wash it nicely. So which is what I'm going to do. I've opened it up, I've removed it, I've only take the leaves out and nicely wash it. That is step 2, which is what I'm going to do right now. So I've removed all the leaves. I used about 1.5 packets of curry leaves. So I just removed all the stalk. We don't need the stalk, so I removed it. And just the leaves, and now I'm just going to nicely wash it. Okay, make sure you wash it well. So good washing, and you'll see probably a handful like this, maybe 1.5 handfuls of curry leaves is what is needed to make this pepper sambar for, let's say, for about 5 people. Okay. So now for step 3. So I have this washed curry leaves here. The mixed, the what is that? The initial mixture of pepper, roasted pepper, urad dal, and jeera there, and I have about half a cup of water. So set up your mixie, and let's put all of this together. Okay, just put all of this together. Take the mixture and all that also, you put it in nicely, and that half a glass of water, put it in, and let's do a nice grinding of that. That's the next step. See that? Just grind it nicely. So I grinded it for about a minute or so, and this is how it's going to look after you grind. You can see it's beautiful aroma comes out already. I think I put a little bit extra water, so it's a little too sort of liquidy, but it doesn't matter. Once you add it to the sambar anyway, with the heat, the water will evaporate, so it's okay. But I think whatever I showed you, maybe you can take a little less water. I think when you take a little less water, it might grind better, is my understanding. But still, the smell is great. It's all nicely sort of grinded, and we can now go to step 4. So the next step on this is now preparation of the sambar. First thing you need to have, I'm using this tamarind paste. Basically it's a concentrate. No, I don't think it's concentrated, but it's a tamarind paste. Okay, so you need to buy this, and we will take about 1 spoon of this tamarind paste. So I'm just going to put it here. You can just squeeze it, and the paste comes out. So I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of the tamarind paste. I think that should be good enough. Like nicely fill it in. So 1 tablespoon. So this is like half a tablespoon. So I'm going to use another half. Basically, I don't want to waste the paste. So here you go. So that is 1. Yeah, there you go. So 1 tablespoon of tamarind paste, and you have 1 glass of water. Just take 1 full glass of water, just put it in the tawa and let it nicely mix it up. If you want, you can add a little bit more water later on, but just mix up the tamarind paste. You can see it's nicely sort of dissolving. Yeah, just clean it up, and since it's concentrated, we don't want to waste any of the sort of the tamarind paste, so make sure that you use all of it. There you go. So wait for it to mix up. While that is happening, get these things ready. About 1.5 tablespoons of salt. Of course, you can adjust it based on your need. About half a tablespoon of turmeric powder. Super important, especially in these days. Very nice sort of antiseptic qualities of this powder. We South Indians use this turmeric powder in pretty much every dish that you can think of. And this one is hing. About, call it 1/8 tablespoon of hing. So keep these 3 ready. And the idea here is, once you nicely mix up the tamarind water, like nicely dissolve the tamarind water from the spoon and all that, take these 3 and put it in, and then switch on the gas, which is what I'm going to do right now. Yep, it's nicely dissolved right now. Spoon is clean. Take the salt. Boom. Turmeric powder. Boom. And hing. Boom. And simply switch it on. Switch on the gas. And let's wait. Okay. So while you can see, while this is happening, the tamarind water mix that we did last step, while that is heating up, you can go to the next step parallelly, which is, you remember the tawa that you had used initially to sort of roast pepper and all that? Keep that tawa so that you don't have to waste the ghee that is there a little bit. You can use that. Keep the following ingredients ready. This is mustard, about 1 tablespoon of mustard, about 1/4 tablespoon of this, it's called Vendayam in Tamil. I think it's called fenugreek seeds or something. I think it's fenugreek seeds. So this is the Vendayam. Use the Vendayam, and I put a little bit of, other pulses, just to get the taste. You're going to garnish it right now. So I used whatever, little bit, just a pinch of it. And then one dry chili, dry red chili, I broke it and I put it here. And then I have drumsticks. Just clean the drumsticks and cut it into small pieces. And essentially, I'm just going to garnish this, little bit of, garnish this and put it in the main sambar mix that's happening on the left hand side here. So what do? I just take a little bit of oil. Maybe 1.5 spoons. So there's no oil here. Maybe one teaspoon or 2 teaspoons of oil max. Okay, there you go. And then you switch on the gas. Okay, there you go. So what happens here is, first you need to put the mustard. Once the oil gets heated up, it'll start emanating a little bit of fumes. That means the oil is ready. So wait for that to happen, and then start putting the mustard first. I'll show you, and then we go to next steps. Okay, now you can see the fumes are already coming from the oil. Okay, so it's getting heated up. There you can see I put the spoon had a little bit of moisture, so it's kind of causing that. And then now you can put the mustard first. So mustard will start sort of, you can see it starts breaking up and it makes that noise. Wait for it to finish that, and then you can put the fenugreek seeds and the chili. You can put that in, and you can see nice smell coming out already. And then you can put the drumsticks into that, and do a little bit of roasting. And once you're done, you can take this, say about few seconds is enough. You see it's already getting red, so you can shut it down. And you don't want to, burn the seeds. So I've shut down the gas, and using this heat only, I'm just a little bit mixing it, and I'm going to take the entire thing and put it into the sambar mix. There you go. That's it. Let's do that. So I have after mixing it, now it is sort of boiling. You need to make sure that it boils really well till the the drumstick that I put in here is soft. That means it is cooked. So you need to just take your spoon and just press it a little bit. You will see if it is cooked or not. If it is cooked, it will become soft. So that's what I'm doing. It takes some more time. If you need more water, you can always add water as it feels good. So do that. So I waited another about 3-4 minutes, and I can see now that you see the water has sort of evaporated as well, and it's nicely cooked. So what I do now is, you see the step 2 or something that I had done, where I had mixed up the curry leaf and the various ingredients and did it in the mixie. That liquid, now I'm just literally going to pour it inside this. This is the last step of making the pepper sambar. Obviously, don't want to waste any of the mixes, so you can take a little bit of water and mix it up. Don't waste the precious pepper mix, and then just mix it. And you can you can sort of cook it for some more time. You have a fantastic, I hope it's fantastic, but at least it smells good. Fantastic Mulagu Koyambu ready. Pepper sambar. This is it, guys. So I will wait for this to heat up for some more time, and then we are good to go. Now it's a little sort of watery consistency, right? So I want that to get a bit more sort of thicker. So wait for that to heat up, and I think we are good to go after that. So I allowed it to heat it a little bit more, and you can see the consistency is getting better. This is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at that sambari consistency, not liquid. Not just like a water. It needs to be a little thick. Then only the taste is sort of gets uniformly distributed, I think, across the concoction that we are making. And you can see now it's getting even better. This is the consistency I want. So I'm going to switch it off and our Mulagu Koyambu is going to be ready. I switched it off and I'm going to pour it to the other one, and you can see how the consistency would be. There you go. Yeah, this is it. There you go, guys. That is Mulagu Koyambu. Hope you guys like that video. And that's my first video from Bala, your chief cook.